right, we are going to do some math. I don't think this will be too tricky either. It seems to be very similar to what we have been doing. We've got 2 pages. So let me move this out of the way. All right, so you are today just finding common denominators, which you've been doing, and some of you probably know these right off the top of your head. I will do like 2 with you probably. And then I think you should be able to do the rest, but I will, actually I might just do 1 example from each section because you should be able to do these no problem. So the first one, it wants you to find the common denominator. Oh, my text box is really big, but that's okay. Maybe I can fix it. Hold on. I just, whoops, shrink the size. Don't make it bigger. Okay, so then it'll stay. So I have 4. Oh, hold on. Okay. Oops. Here we go. Okay. So we have 4 and we have 3. We need to list the multiples. So that would be, what is going on? Okay, that'd be 4. We'll mess with it in a minute. 8, 12, 16, 20. And then for 3, that would give us 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Okay, so then you just look, you figure out what one is the smallest that they have in common, and I quickly noticed that that would be 12, and so my common denominator, my answer here, would be 12. Oh, okay, and then it also, I guess, wants you to do the rest of it. It wants you to turn them into equivalent fractions. So we found our common denominator, it's going to be 12, and then I have 1/4. And I want that to turn into a new fraction with 12 in the denominator. And same with the 2/3, oops, which is my other fraction, which I'm just getting from right here. And that would be something with 12 in the denominator. 4 times what gets me 12? Well, that would be times 3. So I have to multiply by 3 in the top, and 1 times 3 is 3. And then same thing over here, 3 times what? Maybe gets me 12. That would be 4, so I have to multiply by 4 up at the top. 2 times 4 is 8. So my new answers down here would be 3/12 and 8/12. And that's all they want you to do here. Okay, just what you've been doing. We're getting a lot of practice on this apparently. So I'll leave that sample there so you know what it is you're being asked to do. You're going to do number 3. You're doing the same exact thing. Number 4, number 5, number 6, all the same. Okay. These are also exactly the same. I'm going to only have you do a couple of these though. I'll have you just do number 7. So same thing, you're finding a common denominator, turning them into equivalent fractions. And I'm not going to make you do 8 or 9. You can skip those 2, that's fine, because I already have you doing a bunch up top. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to cross out 12. We could probably do these. So Ella spends 2/3 of an hour practicing piano each day. She also spends a half an hour jogging. What is the least common denominator of these fractions? So for this one, all you need to do is find the least common denominator. So you do not need to actually make the new fractions or anything like that. Just finding that new denominator from 2/3 and from 1/2. So you need to find that new common denominator for an answer there. And then number 11, it says, in a science experiment, a plant grew 3/4 of an inch one week and 1/2 an inch the next. Use a common denominator to write an equivalent fraction for each. So now you're taking those two fractions, so 3/4 and 1/2, and you are going to find the common denominator and then write the two new fractions, just like you did up above, okay? I'm going to delete these so you can actually read that though again. So you also need to do number 11. You need to finish number 10. It won't take you long. That one's quick. Then we're going to come over to this side. I will let you cross out 1 and 2 because you just did a million of these. And then we have spiral review. So Matthew had the following times in 2 races, 3 and 32 thousandths of a minute and 3 and 23 thousandths of a minute. So you need to do less than, greater than, or equal to. I will remind you when you do this, lining, I don't know why that happens, line up, whoa, maybe, line up your decimals, okay? And then it'll help you find it. So you do need to do number 3. Olivia's class collected 3,591 bottle caps in 57 days. The same number of bottle caps were collected each day. How many bottle caps did they collect per day? I'm gonna let you skip this one. You're lucky. But next time I'm making you do the hard division problem. This one I'm making you do. Elizabeth multiplied 0 and 63 hundredths by 1 and 8/10. Wants to know the correct product. Product means answer to a multiplication problem. It already told you they multiplied. So you need to multiply these together. Do not forget your decimal. So you do need to do number 5. And then number 6, what is the value of 17 plus 8 minus 6 times 2? Please be careful. Please use gems, because I will tell you this one might trick you if you don't follow gems very carefully. Okay? So I would rewrite it every time. Make sure you follow these steps and what comes first, second, and third. You can't just go right across like I know all of you want to. All right, those are the 2 pages you are doing for math. So on the first page, you're doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11. And then on the second page, you're doing 3, 5, and 6. I know it's a little more than the past couple days, but these are important problems that you need to know how to do, and we are hitting the end of 5th grade. So I will post these on Shobi as well for you to work on.